Greetings, algo artisans. We're going to go straight into the charts. We're looking at Bitcoin right now, and as you can see, Bitcoin has ran up nicely since the end of January. It was at 38,000, went all the way up to almost 53,000, and if you've been watching the videos, my videos, the last 2-3 weeks, you have seen that 53,000 is an important number in Bitcoin. I drew this path last week on the 16th, so 3 or 4 days ago, and my prediction is as such. My predictions are not investment advice, so please talk to your licensed investment advisor before risking your money, because you can lose all your money doing that. So point here is that I did feel that Bitcoin would hang out up here before it went down. It could hang out longer, right? I just had an idea that it would fall at this current time, maybe another day or two. However, it could hang out longer. It may never go down. It could just go up. And if Bitcoin does cross 53,000, we'll probably see dominance going back up. I also did a video on Bitcoin dominance and what it means. Bitcoin dominance, if you look at it, has been going down for about a week. So let's talk a little bit about that, right? We got Bitcoin hanging out. We got Bitcoin stabilizing. We got dominance going down. I have a special formula for dominance that I did a whole video on last week, and it is BTC.D divided by 100 minus BTC.D. And this allows you to use some of your indicators and your more classic algos, whatever you want to use. It rounds the numbers out, makes it more congruent. And you can see since its peak, 11th of February, since its peak, it has been falling, and Bitcoin dominance is considerably down. What that means is that Bitcoin may have found at least a temporary equilibrium and might be even moving into a little bit longer of an equilibrium. And while that happens, while Bitcoin is not going to go anywhere, in a bullish market, money does tend to flow into the alts. And Bitcoin dominance is a very simple concept. When Bitcoin dominance goes up, that means more money in the crypto space is going to Bitcoin. When dominance goes down, it means money in the crypto space is going away from Bitcoin into the altcoins. Now, money can leave the entire space with dominance rising or falling, so it does not necessarily mean that Bitcoin is going up. In fact, dominance can go up while Bitcoin is going down. It's a very common thing to see. In the meantime, in the current scenario, though, we are looking at dominance falling, and we are looking at the AI space right now being the biggest sector that's moving. Every time dominance goes down in a big way in a bullish market, or most times, you're going to see certain sectors move. Last year, it was ordinals. I'm sure ETH Layer 2s are going to have their day. In fact, some of them have been doing really well lately. Ethereum itself is doing well. In this case, though, AI is hot, and we're going to take a look at some of those coins. In fact, today's title is the cryptocurrency artificial intelligence rally over? Is AI taking over crypto? We're going to talk about it right now. So today is going to be mostly charts. We're going to look at AGIX, LimeWire, BitTensor, and a few others. I did a video, and I believe it was the 22nd of January. I got a couple of nice gems in there. One of them is doing excellent. The other is making itself even more affordable. And that will be the end of this show. Those couple of gems, we'll go through those. So we will do that. And as a matter of fact, what I'll probably do is link that video to this one. Okay, so I'll go ahead and link that video up in the top right-hand corner so you can click on that and see which AI coins I thought would do well back then. There are many larger and some smaller coins, some big opportunities in there. Again, not investment advice. So let's move over, and we're going to look at AGIX first. AGIX is a coin that's been around for a while, and it's kind of a white hat crypto, right? A white hat AI solution, we'll say. And what I mean by white hat is that, look, AI is going to do whatever you program it to do. Whatever the bias is of the AI programmer is going to make its way into the coin. That's just how it tends to be. AI itself is algorithms. It's created by humans, and those humans have biases. So if you have AI that has a particular political slant, if you will, then whatever AI solution is there, you will see that political slant exists in that AI for the most part. Very, very high probability that's going to happen. And AGIX is kind of on a mission to create an AI that's not about, marketing, or it's not necessarily going to be about military dominance or the things that AI tends to be aimed at for either profit or for other kinds of profit, right? AGIX is kind of a white hat solution that wants to actually solve problems in the world that are, let's use the term, a little more altruistic, okay? So it has really gone up since the 15th of February. It has popped up from 32 cents up to 52 cents. It did end up almost doubling as of Sunday, as of yesterday, right? It was up to 52 58 cents. So on a long-term look to see how this might do on a higher time frame, I am going to back out and look at the weekly and see what kind of data we can gather. I had to move over to a different exchange to take a look at its prior highs to see what kind of highs we're looking at where price may stop going up or may blow past. Right now, I was able to get data going back to 2021, but I think SingularityNet, which is AGIX, I think it's got data older than that. In the meantime, though, we are approaching a top. The top from 2021 and the top in February of 23, which AGIX really, must have pumped for whatever reason. That was at about 66 cents, and price is already, it's almost there, made it up to like 58 cents. If I were to do a Fibonacci extension based on its 2023 move, because this is the best I got on the data that we see, and I were to look for, a move that might do really well, I would say the most likely place for price to go, well, it's $1.03, but I probably would get out before $1. So this isn't a long-term move. This is if the bull market continues and AGIX pushes up, Singularity, aka Singularity, pushes up hard right now and continues up. Now we have to be careful because if you take a look at the current candle right here, this length of candle is an indication of volatility, and this is the longest candle we've seen body-wise since before 2023 probably, or maybe ever on this particular chart. These types of candles are happening in, kind of fits and starts. Just understand that this is kind of a FOMO move, but then again, we're in the middle of the AI everything, right? You got Sora, which is a huge coin we can look at. We're going to look into that deeper. I want to actually research that company and coin before I do a show on it. So for now, if I were trying to make some money and pull out some profit before this possibly found some trouble, I would pull it out at about 65 cents and maybe about 99, 98 cents to be safe, or at least raise my stops when it met those levels, right? Now, it could just continue up. We might be seeing this crazy bull market and this goes up to like $100 or $10, whatever. Anything can happen here. So I'm not saying to sell it. I'm not saying don't sell it. I'm just saying these are levels where price might find some resistance, right? So if you're trading rather than buying and holding, then that's just something to pay attention to. Let's move on and we'll look at LimeWire. Now, I'm old enough to have used LimeWire back when it was we'll call it a streaming service. It was basically where you just go to steal music. Really, it was like Napster kind of, and it's going off. Now it's more of an AI type platform. And if I were to do a simple fib extension on this for some targets, like some near targets, I would be looking at 69 cents and 82, maybe 83 cents. Those are some local kind of near term targets. But remember, this thing started below, or at least it on this exchange went down below a cent. Not 1 cent. It went down below 10 cents. It went down to roughly like maybe 6 cents, right? And now it's up to 60. It's already done at times 10, and it may very well do another. It could go up to $6 like easily, I think. So I think both SingularityNet and LimeWire could go off, and I think LimeWire is going to be, I think it's a smaller market cap. I'd have to look up what its market cap is, but this is a pretty interesting chart, certainly. This could be the beginning of a big move up. However, I wouldn't be surprised to see perhaps an Elliott wave formation on this. And if you want to know more about Elliott waves, fib extensions, any of that kind of stuff, please head over to www.algofactory.tech. We teach you all this stuff. It's not that complex. It really isn't. It's pretty easy stuff. So this is kind of Elliott wave-ish. I think it might actually have violated Elliott wave, but it may still act kind of the same. I wouldn't be surprised to see price reject around 70 cents, maybe have like an ABC correction. So, perhaps head down and then find some support at around 33 cents and keep going. But I wouldn't also not be surprised to see this thing just FOMO up, which would just leave all this stuff in the dust. So, whatever FOMO kicks in, all of these patterns start to more manifest in a higher time frame, or, these kind of patterns or trading methods start to go out the window because people are just panic buying, right? So that can happen. But that's where LimeWire is right now. And it's hot. I can tell you it's hot right now. So, understand that. All right, so we got BitTensor. BitTensor, let's see, it's TAO. I know TAO's been hot. Okay, so here it is on the weekly. Now, not a ton of data on this. This is going only back to December. So all we can really do is trade this as FOMO. I don't have a ton of data. But look at it. It's up at $637. It's already a massive coin. It hit, what is this, KuCoin? It hit KuCoin already at about $275, $270, and it's already more than doubled that. So honestly, with BitTensor being that kind of a coin, do your fib extensions, at least based on this chart. Look, if this pulls back, it's already kind of touched the 382, right? Which is a first major fib level. So it moved in the beginning here, and then it pulled back, and then it moved up again. Now, as it's done that, it it has come down and touched that 382. But this may continue up. It may not really be an earnest 382 touch or not. It could or it couldn't. Price could continue up. If it did continue up from here, then my targets would be at about $875 roughly and maybe $775, right? But if we get a pullback, I would be treating this a little bit differently. So this and how I would look at it is contingent on a pullback. We're going to take a brief look now at those two gems that I talked about, and I did talk about them in the in the public show. It's actually on record that I talked about these. The first one is sentiment, right? Now, if we go back to January of 2024, when I first talked about this, okay, so 22 January, when I talked about this last, it was sitting at about 16 cents, and now it's down to 6 cents. So this is where I talked about it right here on the chart. So it has gone down, and it's bottoming now. Not to say it won't continue down, but it's at about, what is this, 6/10,000ths of a cent, right? So it has gone, it's been cut into thirds since I last talked about it. And cent token, I'm going to go ahead and link up to that same AI video, like the one that I talked about before. So I'll link up to that. You can look at that video and watch what this token is all about. I gave it a whole treatment on there. Okay. So if you're interested in that coin, that tells you how to get it, what it is. Again, not investment advice. And it's even a better deal than when I found it. I think this will go up in the bull. I think this is going to do well. The other one has actually doubled since I've talked about it, which is DexCheck. I talked about it. Let me see here. It is January 22. 3.3 cents. As of right now, it's sitting at 6.4 cents. So it has about doubled since I've talked about it. And I do think DexCheck will continue to go up. Sentiment, the prior coin, has to do with it's similar to DexCheck in a way. It's using AI solutions to look into sentiment for trading coins. It also has like a wallet, things like that. DexCheck is also kind of an AI solution for looking at coins you may want to buy. So these are both trading coins. I like trading coins. I think they'll do well. So those are the two gems for the show. I hope this was educational for you. I hope you enjoyed it. Please go over to algofactory.tech. We'll be able to show you how we do a lot of this technical analysis. And in the meantime, trade your job, upgrade your life. See you on the next one. All right, hope you enjoyed the show. Please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. On the screen there, you can see our website, algofactory.tech. Step that QR code to take you straight there. I'm also very active on X. That's algo_factory777. We got TikTok and Rumble. In the meantime, we hope to see you over at the website. Come on over, trade your job, upgrade your life. We'll see you there.